Hey Jackalls, today we'll take a look at some of the cheap green screen options. I'll be making a funny video next week and I need the green screen to do it. So, subscribe and enable the bell notification icon if you don't want to miss it. Now let's get digital. The green screen is usually green or blue, but depending on the object color that you have, this could be any color. So let's say that the object color is black, you could also use white as a background color. When it comes to the color, don't wear the same one as you have the background. So in this case, when I key away, both my t-shirt and the background would be gone, so only my head would be left. Then when it comes to material, if you're using cloth, I have a t-shirt here, you'll see that the door frame is still visible. And you don't want that. Then the next thing, you don't want any visible bumps. In my case, as you can see, I would have to stretch this out, or I would have to iron it. And lastly, to make this a cheap option, we want to have it as cheap as possible and as big as possible. But with size comes an added cost. So you will be looking at about $5 to $50 depending on the option that you choose. Now let's take a look at some of the options. I have here a fabric. This one is 3 meters long and 1.4 meters wide. Usually the textile will go by 1 meter. As you can see, this one is new, so it's all clumped up. So I need to iron this out, or I would have to stretch it so this is not visible. But the good thing about the cloth is that it's very versatile. Because it's long, you can also place it around yourself if you wanted to, make an invisible cloak. And you can also stand on it if you want a full height green screen. Now how do you fix the textile is up to you. In my case, I've used the door and just closed them. You could maybe use the pins, but I wouldn't use them on the door themselves. I'd maybe use some planks. You could also use the ceiling lights, but make sure that the ceiling lights actually can handle the weight, because I think this cloth actually weighs 1 kilo. Now I'll just take the cloth down and let's take a look at other options. Now the next option is paint. You can paint the walls, paint the door, maybe paint the closet or something else. In this case, I painted a cardboard. And I've used a spray paint. You'll find the color of the paint on the top of the cap. And if I put it like this, you can see that it's the same when it's dry. The downside of using a spray paint is that you'll see some lines running across the cardboard, so you'll need a really smooth one. And I also didn't do such a good job painting this. As you might see some marks going up and down because I didn't paint this evenly. And one more thing, if you choose to go the spray paint option, make sure that you do it outside when it's sunny, not windy, and make sure that there is no bugs because bugs love the paint. Now the next option is paper. In this case, I've just used some office tape. I don't know if it's visible at the top, but what you want to do is you want to overlap these two pieces so don't have any gaps. And you also want to hide the tape because it can be glossy and you don't want to have any reflectiveness. Now let's take a look at some of the more creative options. You could use a bedsheet. This one's big, so I won't extend it fully. And it has an elastic at the end. So this could be a plus or a minus depending on how you use it. And the next one is yoga mat, or in this case, a beach foam. It looks like this on one side, but it's fully orange on the other one. So if I put it like this up the wall, this probably wouldn't work to make me disappear because it would affect my face and my skin. I'll do a test and see how this goes. As you can see, I do have shadows, so make sure that the light that you use is not too harsh. In my case it is, but I'll see how this will disappear, or maybe it won't. Can I make the can float? We'll see. And the last option that you can use is vinyl. This one's not suitable because it's pink and it has a texture, but you can use something like a black board that is self-adhesive. So you can teach online classes, and when you're done with those, you can just use it as a green screen. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss my next video. I'm Simon, and until next time, Jackalls, keep it digital.